You know, when I think of all the times that hold up, Ah. When I think about all the times that it's been said in Tokyo Ghoul that this wouldn't happen if Kaneki hadn't do this, the list goes on for a while because in this chapter 158, Rize is talking to Kaneki, and to me, personally, Rize is all of Kaneki's dread, his doubt, but also in a way, it's his like realism and it's like getting perspective from someone else. Because okay, if you seen like Team Four Stars, Dragon Ball Z Abridged, you know that Piccolo in the Abridged series, instead of having Nail and Kami just be a part of himself, like they're both Piccolo, they have Piccolo and there's Piccolo's brain, and then there's the consciousness of Nail and Kami, and they constantly bicker, or not really bicker, but give him advice. Also, like back him up in situations. You know what I'm saying? They're in there and they talk to him, right? Rize is kind of like that. She's like a second consciousness because Kaneki already has split personalities, in which has their own. It's more of like a personal preference because the split personalities all think differently and all view things in a very different way. But Rize, when it comes to Rize, she just looks at Kaneki, looks at what he's doing, and just like dogs it all the time. And at this time, I can't really say that she's wrong, honestly, because in a way, if it wasn't for Kaneki, this wouldn't happen. Yes, but Kaneki has to do something. Like it's not like every decision he makes is going to be on point, but it can be every decision you make is bad. In this chapter, she states that like Kaneki is the one-eyed ghoul, so of course the one-eyed king. So of course the CCG is going to want to come after you. They're going to use your people as bait to bring you out. They don't want them. They don't care about them. They'd rather get you. And Kaneki wants to protect. He wants to protect his people. He can't protect his people if he's getting baited like this. And the effect of Kaneki eating and killing all those people, it finally gets to him when Rize brings him to the former HQ, the GOAT HQ, and Rize apparently she's seen all this. She knows everything that's going on. She's like, "Yo, Kaneki, you really want to know something? Touch me, and you'll get the truth." Rize and Kaneki touch. He hears everything and sees, and sees everything that happened. The screams, the blood. He's most likely he's seeing it from a first person perspective. And Kaneki is just like done for the rest of the chapter. He's like brain dead almost. This man cannot believe that he did this because it's always Kaneki's like I wanna rebuild the world. I wanna like help the situation between ghouls and humans and help the situation between Goat and the CCG. But in his way of doing it, Rize spins it and she's like, that's dictatorship. Because the way he wants to do it is more forcefully. He says he wants to talk about it, but it's more like you're just using your power to, as Kaneki said, like dull the fangs of the CCG and back them into a corner to the point where they have no choice but to agree to whatever the ghouls say. That's not talking. That's dictatorship. That's you're being a bully. That's what that is, honestly. And Kaneki, at least he sticks with his resolve. At least he does that. I can give Kaneki props for that because at the end of the day, he wants to protect his people. But Kaneki, he has to realize he can't protect his people because the saying is true that every bad thing starts from a good intention. Kaneki, he has good intentions. He wants to protect his people. He wants to better the relationships between ghouls and humans. But the way he's going about it is bad because he's desperate. Honestly, he's on the receiving end. Like the CCG is the ones that don't want to hear anything. and then the ghouls are trying to get it in their head. But Kaneki can't do that by going all force. There has to be like some middle ground. And to me, when Rize is saying all this stuff, and when she's laughing, especially when she's laughing, it's echoing in Kaneki's head, and this is driving it in that this way of doing it is not going to be the way. And Rize states multiple times in the chapter, you should never have done anything. You shouldn't do anything, because every time you do it, you contradict what you're going to say. Kaneki says he wants to protect his people, but he's getting his people killed. He's killing people. He wants to better the relationships between humans and ghouls. He's killing humans. He's killing ghouls. And it all goes to show that Kaneki is just, he's going to go, when he comes out, when they finally get him out of the mass of flesh that he's in right now, when he finally gets out, he's not going to want to be the one-eyed king. He's not going to want to be the goat's leader. Kaneki's not going to want to be either the goat's leader or the one-eyed king. Kaneki is going to want to like not do anything because of what Rize said. Rize, like I said before, is his dread and his hatred and all that stuff, but it's also kind of like another person's perspective, and it's kind of she's kind of like she's honestly kind of helping Kaneki in a way, and I don't think she's trying to hurt Kaneki. It's just the things that he does. If he's gonna do it, he needs to do it right. At this point in time, Kaneki is not an effective king, and he's not an effective leader. He's the rallying point behind ghouls, but he's not doing a good job at it. Kaneki, when he comes out of the out of all this, he's going to be very different. He's going to be probably around where he was the first time we saw him, like Ken Kaneki. Like this man, not no Heisei Sasaki, not no white hair Kaneki, not no white and black hair Kaneki, not no black and white hair Kaneki. No, he is just black hair Kaneki. This man, Ken Kaneki. Because from everything he's doing, he's completely contradicting everything. And Kaneki is not gonna work. It's not gonna work like that. I want to rally behind Kaneki, but at this point in time, Kaneki just doesn't have it. Furatsa has it. Like Juzo has it. Amon has it. Like those people have it. Toka has it. But Kaneki doesn't. He has the ability to make decisions, right? He knows like, oh, if I make this decision, I'ma stand by it, right? But the decisions that he makes are horrible. They lead to horrible and tragic events. So in a way, when Rize says it'd be better if you did nothing, that's true in a way, but also it'd be better if you did something else. Because I mean, I have to give Kaneki the benefit of the doubt. He's never been in a situation like this. He is, by all means, not human and not ghoul. He's something different, right? So he's basically going into a world that he's never been in, and then also he's leaving a world. No, he's trying to come back into a world that he hasn't that won't accept him, and he's trying to find a balance, trying to find a equilibrium between both, and it's not happening. It's not working. It will eventually, but in my opinion, Kaneki might have to die, honestly, because Kaneki has done all this stuff. He's killed people, he's wrecked buildings, all this stuff has happened. Kaneki might have to bite the big one, honestly. That's why I'm seeing this going. Kaneki at the end of all this, I'm not just talking about this arc, I'm talking about the whole series. Kaneki might have to die so that the relationships between Ghoul, so that he can finally get his dream, because so far it's still tragedy after tragedy after tragedy. Kaneki gets 4 steps up and then he gets 20 steps back. So yeah, I know I was kind of harsh on Kaneki in this like kind of review. I mean, it wasn't really a review because most of the stuff it only took place in like 2 places, and it wasn't that dialogue heavy of a chapter. But I know I was kind of harsh on Kaneki, but this is what Kaneki needs to do. Like, it reminds me of Magi. Like, what does it mean to be a king's vessel? This was a thing that Alibaba had to go through a lot, and I can see that in Kaneki. Kaneki, he doesn't really know how to lead. He doesn't know how to make great decisions. You know what I'm saying? Like, and Eto, she know how to make good decisions, Like Uta, he knows how to make good decisions. Like, come on now. Ui, they know how to make good decisions. Or Yui, whatever you want to call it. They know how to make good decisions. Kaneki needs to step up. He does. But he needs to be rational and he needs to think this through. Okay, yeah. But like I was saying, I know I was kind of being hard on Kaneki, but yeah, Kaneki, I just want the best for Kaneki. I really do. Cause I like Kaneki. Rize, she's there for a reason. You may think she's like torturing you, but she's there for a reason. It's kind of like, yo, you need to pick it up. You know what I'm saying? Let Rize stop being your enemy. She's being your friend, and you need to accept that. You know what I'm saying? She's helping you out. Yeah. With that being said, y'all, I will see you guys later. Make sure to rate, comment, subscribe. If you haven't already, subscribe. Click the little bell if you want to get if you want to know when I post and get the notifications. So I will see you guys later.